Hey, what's up, you guys? You are now tuned into the Stacie Bell Show with your girl Stacie. Today I have my guest with me, Sean.
That's me.
So welcome back to all my people who are already subscribed to my YouTube channel. For the people who haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe right below.
Right here.
So today we have something real special for you guys.
Ooh, what we got?
Ooh, you know, it's funny, the color you're wearing, I don't know if you did that on purpose for what we're talking about, but we're talking about red flags.
Oh boy, let me go change them.
So, with red flags, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as men and women, we definitely do detect them, but we always try to ignore it. So, as a man, you know, do you sense red flags in women? And do you ignore it? Do you proceed?
Well, I don't even know what are red flags in women in the beginning, because us men, sometimes we don't pay attention to anything. But I mean, red flags can mean if she's crazy in the beginning, and if she's crazy, she probably got that bomb. My own thing.
Ladies, you know.
Yeah.
And guys like a little crazy. I've heard guys say, I like a girl who's crazy. They like that.
Not when the relationship is 3 years in and 2 years in. They like the crazy in the beginning. After that, then they're like,
Like the crazy how is it kind of ooh, she'll fight for me or gets jealous. Do you guys feed off that energy? What's a good crazy?
What's a good crazy?
A good crazy. Because I'm pretty sure, ladies, fellas think all of us are crazy in our own ways, okay?
A good crazy is, let me see, a good crazy. Probably if she's over obsessive with cleaning and stuff like that. A bad crazy, I would say.
Crazy.
What you mean? If you drop crumbs on my floor, we need to sweep the whole place. That type,
Oh, okay. That's a little too much.
But if it's your phone goes up, bing, let's say you get a message from T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Who's texting us?
Who's texting? Let me see your phone. Oh, it's T-Mobile? This ain't T-Mobile, this is some girl. You know what I mean?
You know those State Farm commercials? Jake from State Farm, what are you wearing? Red pants and khakis. He sounds hideous. He's like, do they normally ask you what you're wearing? He's like, yeah, all the time. So, okay, for my ladies, I feel we always do see red flags in guys, but I feel we choose to ignore it because I feel as women, we always think we can change a man, but we have to realize that a guy's not going to change unless he wants to change for himself, you know? And I also feel too, I don't know, a guy will be like, I'm feeling you, it's just I'm not ready yet. And it's all right, we're going to give him time, but he says he's still feeling me, yeah, that's the worst.
It all depends.
Yeah, definitely.
He could be feeling you and feeling someone else.
But that's the thing. How will you know? Because he can be telling you one thing, and then I wouldn't know about another
That's
girl.
why you gotta be a little crazy and go through his phone.
Did you see those memes? It was stop trying to be his piece, be his crazy. He has 10 other girls trying to be his piece, stand out. And then they're if he's not answering his text messages, pull up. He wants you to come to the spot. I was like, why? I'm about to pull up. No?
I don't want
Those
that.
surprise pull-ups. But you know what's funny? Someone told me you can really tell if a guy likes you by showing up to his house unexpectedly and how he receives you. So ladies, try that one day.
Ladies,
that's a good way to find out
don't pull up to anyone's house.
It's true. Try it. I'm telling you.
Because then he's really gonna think you're crazy.
No, that could just be, it's just around the neighborhood. I just decided to stop by and say hi.
I didn't answer your text in the last 15 minutes, and now you're knocking at my door.
No, what if they were talking and he didn't expect it? I don't think it's a big deal.
I think it's a big deal. Don't show up unannounced.
Just pull up.
If we're in the talking stage, do not show up unannounced.
Okay, what if you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend? Can I pull up?
Then, by all means.
Okay, so you guys and your girlfriend, pull up. You can pull up.
If you're just talking, don't do that. Then you might not get a man. I'm just saying.
Nah, some girls do that and they still get wasted up, so it doesn't matter. So you said you guys don't ignore it, the red flags.
We
right?
don't see red flags in the beginning, us men.
Okay.
Well, for me, I don't really, you look past everything. You don't study that stuff.
Okay. So one thing I noticed too that guys will say is they'll be let's take it slow, but it'll be like 6-7 months you're talking. It's like, all right, like this kind of, I don't know. Is that like a red flag?
Yeah, it's a red
If it's
flag.
like 7 months still talking and it's not going anywhere,
he's just not that into you.
Really?
All
right. So if a guy's really interested, right? How long will you say tops he's gonna talk before he wipes it up? Because I feel like if a guy's saying that, it's like, you guys know how to talk smooth. We'll just be like, oh, he said let's take it slow. Like, yeah, we can do that, take it slow. But like, I don't know what's too slow and what's too fast.
Every guy's different. So I would say if a guy is genuinely in like with you, then I think it'd probably be a month before he says, you know what, I want to see where this goes between us.
Okay.
But if he's just stringing you along, then you'll know. You know what, you guys know, and you just ignore it and just say, you know what, he'll probably come around. You know what I mean? But you know.
Yeah. So ladies, you heard it first. Sean said anything more than a month, X amount is the red flag right there.
I didn't say X amount.
But is it, you just said, yes you did.
I didn't say X amount. I said that means he's just not into you.
So if he's not that into me, why would I want to keep talking to him?
I mean, guys can be into you later. I'm just saying. You just got.
But you're just contradicting yourself. You just said that.
I gotta stand up for my fellas.
We can't.
I'm a guy. I gotta stand up for my fellas too. You know.
He's contradicting himself.
I gotta stand up for my fellas. I'm just saying.
No, ladies, if it's more than a month, kick them to the curb. All right, like it's not worth it. You could be talking to someone else, or your husband.
Fellas, make sure you lay that pretty good so she doesn't go anywhere.
That don't matter. They don't know girls is pimping. It's a hot girl summer. But yeah. So okay, and then another thing that I feel like is a red flag with guys, right? They'll be like, oh, like I'm feeling you a lot, but I just want to be friends. It's like, how you feeling me, but you want to be friends?
I mean, you could have gotten out of a bad relationship.
That's not a red flag, though. I don't know. I feel like when a guy really likes a girl, he's gonna apply pressure and do whatever he can. I don't think it matters. Because you see guys all the time hopping into relationships, or you'll be talking to them and they'll be like, yo, I just don't want a relationship. Then 2 months later, you see them wiped up another girl, and it's like, when me and you were talking, what happened? You said that you didn't want a relationship, now I see you wiped up with Becky. Like, what's going on?
Were you guys talking continuously? Because then it could be two factors. If you're talking continuously and then he wiped up another girl, then that means that, yeah, he wasn't really into you. But if in fact that you guys were talking, there was a disconnect, you guys stopped talking, and maybe after that he was ready for a relationship and you were nowhere to be found. And it's true, it happens.
Nah, right? Listen, we're a text message away. There's Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, social media.
I just said if the communication broke off, is what I said.
But if he was really interested in me, he can easily find his way to get back in contact with me. It's so easy to get in touch with people these days.
Why would he if the communication broke off?
What do you mean?
If communication breaks off, I'm not going to be chasing you down. If we're not talking anymore, why am I going to run back after you to talk again?
But if the disconnect was because it was on you though.
Nah.
But if you're still interested, you can still reach back out and be like, hey,
Then he's not interested then after the disconnect happened. He just said, okay, the disconnect happened, I'm going to move on.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Ladies, know your self-worth, which we're about to get into right now. Self-worth, okay? So what does self-worth mean to you?
Self-worth is, I would guess, having some values for yourself and how you hold yourself or keep a standard for your behavior or your actions, love yourself,
Okay. Self-worth to me means definitely knowing your worth. Ladies, it is time that we take a stand and we tell guys, listen, I'm not trying to Netflix and chill. You need to give me filet mignon and some broccoli and some mashed potatoes meal. Okay, I want a 3-course meal, and we're not talking no McDonald's drive-through either, McChicken. I don't know,
So I guess you want to be taken care of.
Yeah, definitely.
Gotcha. Well, for me, with self-worth, I just think you have to have a standard for yourself. If you have a standard, don't lower your standard to please a man or please a woman. You have to know what your values are and stick to it no matter what.
Okay, definitely, I agree with that. And one last question before we wrap up, like, why do you think it's important to have self-worth?
Builds character, I would say. Because everyone will know what type of person you are if you have self-worth. I'm not knocking anyone who does drugs or anything like that, but that, doing drugs can impair your standards. And then you lower your self-worth from that because you're not holding yourself to a higher standard like you used to. So it's important to have that self-worth to build good character.
Yeah.
Feel me?
I feel you. I feel like it's important to have self-worth because you don't want to lose yourself in the process, just trying to be in a relationship, like it's okay if you're single for a while, focus on yourself, love yourself, focus on your hobbies, your passions, and the right guy will come along. Don't exactly like Sean said, don't lower yourself just to please someone else. Like the right person will wait for you. He'll do whatever. Like he'll apply pressure. He will wait for you. He will call you. He will text you. He will put in effort.
Go above and beyond.
Yeah, he'll go above and beyond. Yeah. And people who are complaining when you're asking for the bare minimum, like cut them off. Like if you can go a whole day not talking to me, like that's a red flag right there. Like you can't even tell me you woke up and didn't think once to say, hey, good morning, I'm gonna have a busy day, we'll talk later. Like people make time for who they want to make time for, ladies. So always remember that, and keep your standards high, okay? Like you're beautiful inside and out.
Anybody who's saying they were busy and they didn't hit you up and they haven't spoken to you in 3 or 4 days, they were busy. Nonsense, because I'm sure that they're hitting up people they like also.
Yep, and people are on their phone 24/7. You can't tell me you didn't see my text message or my snap, or you opened it and you couldn't respond. Like, come on now, like. No,
know your worth. Know your
worth, ladies. Definitely. Okay, know your worth.
Men, be a king. Know your worth, men.
Yes, because we're queens. Treat your ladies, okay?
We are not a bank. We are not a bank.
Yeah, I'm always thinking money. But yeah. So that's just what I wanted to wrap up with the self worth and everything. And also, real quick before we finish, I just want to do a quick mental check-in because I believe today is Mental Health Day. It's May, Mental Health Awareness. So how are you doing mentally?
I'm always good. I don't have bad days.
Okay.
Always.
Okay. Audience, how are you guys doing? Check in with me. It's Mental Health Awareness. I want to make sure you guys are doing good. Just let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. And I'm doing great. I feel good.
Yeah.
It's beautiful out. 72 degrees. The sun is shining.
Oh, sun's too hot.
Summer's coming. Oh, I love the sun.
I
saw you put a post about winter.
I need the winter back. I don't like the sun.
The lies you tell. Because I know you be like this. Pumping with the weights outside.
I like winter. Give me winter.
I like the summer. Yeah. More activities you can do in the summertime than the cold. I don't like being cold.
Well, when you're hot, you can't do anything. When you're cold, you can put on more clothes. It's different.
With the hot, you can take off some clothes, okay? Because it's getting hot in here. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning into the Stacie Bell Show with your girl Stacie. Stay tuned next week for some more episodes and great content. And that's the Stacie Bell Show.
Bye, guys.
Don't forget also to love yourself, accept yourself, and live authentically.